Hey, I'm Charting Man Dan. If you like this video, I encourage you to check out our website, thechartguys.com, home of technical analysis, learning, and education, where we broadcast live market coverage every morning, provide live chart consultation, and point out key levels on your favorite plays in our community chat room. Why not check out our free trial and join the best technical analysis community online? Hey everyone, looking at SPY on the daily and weekly time frame here. Going to do a little bit longer than video than usual, looking at different time frames, the 5-minute and the hourly. We were ready for this bullish reaction out of the gate today, and I want to show you how. So this was the daily chart headed into today. Obviously this day was not here, but what we did know is, number one, we were going to gap down open. Number two, it was going to be right below the 10-day moving average, so we can look back and say, okay, we know this 10-day moving average is very key. We've held it as support for this entire uptrend. What has happened the last times we have gapped down below the 10-day? It happened twice last week. We gapped down and we closed up at the high of the day. The bulls controlled the entire day. 2 days later, we gapped down below it. Bulls controlled the entire day in a big way. And obviously you can see today we gapped down below it. Bulls controlled it in a big way. So how could we have had some more convincing? Obviously you don't want to just go on the fact, okay, it happened last week. That's not enough that you want to place bets and risk your money. So let's look at some different time frames. This is SPY on the hourly chart, and I cut off. This goes up until the pre-market right before the bell today. So we can see these are the two gap down days where we saw the reaction. I just highlighted on the daily chart where we had the RSI opening and starting the day. It started at 22. Bulls controlled the entire day. Same thing again, the RSI wasn't as oversold, but the bulls controlled the entire day. So as we're heading into the open, I see the RSI is just under 30. I know we're approaching oversold. So I'm saying, okay, patterns looking to repeat themselves, history looking to repeat itself. We can expect, if we're getting oversold right at the bell, I wouldn't expect a huge dump at the open. I would expect some support to be found, and then the bulls to show up and see some recovery. So we get the open, and it was a big recovery right away, right off this 200 period moving average. Highlighted that on the live webcast. That was at 204 even. We dropped down to 203.98, and then it was off to the races for the bulls. And as you know, they controlled the entire day. So we can zoom in even more and look at what was going on the 5-minute. So we knew that hourly setup. I knew I was looking for support to be found. I knew 204 was key support. So here's on the 5-minute. This is what we watched the most. Bounced off 203.98. We had our bullish reversal, Dragonfly Doji. We confirmed it the next candlestick on increasing volume in a big way, turning the 20 period moving average into support, and then the rest of the day is history. So the RSI was also just about oversold with the open on the 5-minute chart as well. So we've got the hourly approaching oversold, the 5-minute approaching oversold, and then once that 20 period became support, that's what we were looking for. So now let's get into what to look for from here. So we've got SPY, the daily chart. We have new highs. We broke the high we've seen on this bounce, 206.87. Closed right at that level, so technically you could consider that a resistance level still. We did break above it, but 206.87, we'll be watching that just because that price has been hit a couple times now. RSI at 70 has pulled back a couple times. We are just above it, but the pattern has been that the RSI has not broken 70 clearly yet on this uptrend. On the weekly time frame, bulls in full control. Bearish reversal candlestick last week negated on increasing volume. Overall bearish pattern is still intact. We've got the all-time high. The lower high was at 209.33, so that is the level I am watching. Bulls break 209.33. That will be a huge victory, and it will be a higher high. So that's what I'm watching. We've got the daily chart, bulls in full control, but volume, look at this volume from the start of the year, just slowly trickling off. Bulls always want to see increasing volume on an uptrend, and we are not seeing that. Especially compared to yesterday, the range of yesterday was $1.09 on 94 million shares traded. The range of SPY today was $3.15, $3.16 on the same volume, so a 200% increase in the range on the same amount of volume. And this, you would see this candlestick and you would expect, you know, a big spike in volume. Look at the bulls, they ran away with it, but you just don't see it. So volume is a huge indicator that I've used my entire trading career, and I just can't disregard this decreasing volume on such a strong move. the price action and the volume are not matching up. So not fighting this short-term trend, bulls in full control, watching this 10-day moving average support of 204.67 very closely, but well aware that the signals are still indicating that we should consolidate and pull back here. And we can see the last time we did, we bounced around. It was a lot of back and forth for over a month. So we could anticipate potentially seeing that same thing, but I would just be shocked if we were to continue this move and break through 209.33. So that's where I stand with SPY. That's how we knew to play bullish today. Lots of members with a good day. Always helps to have a clear plan heading into the day, and we utilize multiple time frames, pre-market trading activity, and the live webcam each morning to get us ready for the trading day. So I appreciate you watching. Free trial, no credit card required. We would love to welcome you into the community and show you what this live webcam and the chat room is all about, as well as our other features. So thanks for watching. Have a wonderful week.